Hello peeps and welcome back to Pharaoh. In the last episode we completed Abu and now we can move on to this level in the Old Kingdom. However, we're going to do Selima Oasis because there was a split, a fork in which way we could take the campaign. So we did Abu, which I think is more economy than military. However, I've now come to choose a mission so that we can still play Selima Oasis. So let's jump into this. Today's episode is sponsored by Zeke Zenith Sir 007. Thank you for being solid. The road to Africa.
A new Pharaoh, Nebka, has been proclaimed, heralding the beginning of the third dynasty of Egyptian rulers. Nebka has brought great organization and structure to Egypt, ordering that all our realm be divided into districts or nodes, each governed by a local ruler called a nomarch. Though this system may seem rigid, under his leadership Egypt has grown and prospered, and made many great achievements in art and architecture. Merchant caravans, traveling oasis by oasis from deep within the African interior, have begun to provide Egypt with many rare and exotic luxury goods, now prized by our people. Unfortunately, these caravans are routinely attacked by warriors from Libya, and even by Bedouin of the Eastern Desert. To secure these trade routes, Pharaoh Nebka, he of the said Gendri, wishes you to establish a military post at the Selima Oasis, the hub of the caravan trade, far beyond the borders of our realm. There you will find some trees suitable for timber, the sale of which will help you raise money to fund the establishment of this outpost. To forge weapons, you may obtain copper from our newly established mines at Timna in the land of Sinai. From the Selima Oasis, you may import ebony from the African nation of Kerma. Once you have succeeded in establishing this outpost, it shall provide a reliable source of ebony for all the cities in our realm.
Interesting. Sounds like we have plenty to do. Temple complexes and luxury goods. As devotion to their patron gods continues to grow, the Egyptian people demand bigger and bigger places of worship. Most cities will want to erect a temple complex to their chosen god so that they may fully partake in his or her benevolence. Once built, the temple complex may be expanded through the addition of an oracle and an altar, each dedicated to other lesser gods. These gods, too, will impart certain benefits to the city. With a supply of gemstones, jewelers in your city can fashion jewelry. Jewelry is one type of valuable luxury good, which the higher social classes in the city demand. In addition to locally made jewelry, the Egyptian people prize certain other luxury goods, which are available only through importation. A city needs access to more than one type of luxury good in order to become truly civilized. So, having a good look at the map here, it really is an oasis, isn't it? We've got this sort of crescent moon, water. There is indeed a lot of trees. We have a little bit down here. There's a bit of an outcropping. Oh, look, and for food, we can get game from these ostriches. We can get game from them. Invisible to human eyes when they hide their heads in the sand. But that really is it. Truly will be an outpost in the middle of freaking nowhere. There's no floodplains for us to work with either, so I would presume that all other food other than game meat will have to be imported. I'm going to favour this area to get us started. For water source in the grass here, stretch the houses this way so that we can try and get food source over here. That's my plan. We can get a well there because we just have a little bit of grass here. This works for me. And I'm going to stretch houses all the way up here. Let's run a road. Like so. A hunting lodge dispatches 3 hunters to gather game meat from prey. Also produces hides from antelopes. Well, we're just going with this. Now I have decided to pull it away from the housing bit because I believe, if I remember correctly, this is not a desirable building. And we could get some services and stuff in here as we begin to expand and grow. Then we're going to need to put our game meat somewhere, so we need a granary. This building is definitely undesirable. We want it fairly close to the hunting lodge, I would say. Sensibly, you know. I would say it's a fairly sensible thing. Is this too close? This could still be too close, couldn't it, to the houses? But plazas and gardens, it'll be fine. It will need road access. Then we will need a bazaar to distribute the food. And maybe I will put them up here so that the whole food source business is quite close to one another. And I think to get us started, that's what we'll go with. Let people move in. Allow immigration to go ahead. Here they come.
People say that this city has plenty of food to go around.
Well, those people are lying. So while they're moving in, what have we got going on the world map? Look at this. Look at this. They sell these things. They buy these things. Jewellery. It did mention something about the old jewellery, didn't it? They sell weapons, pottery, copper. That was mentioned, wasn't it? Copper, to import that. They buy these things. I'm not quite sure how useful that's going to be to us. Timna was raised, but their new trade routes to places can open up over time, can't they? Well, they certainly could in the original. I don't see why this wouldn't be any different. So they sell these bits and bobs. They will buy wood. This just looks like they've written the alphabet. I wouldn't know how to say that. Abedju? Abed? Oh dear. They will buy game meat as well as the wood. And it's a nice, cheap land route to open. So I think we're going to be trading with them quite quickly. Same here. Look, nice, cheap land route buys wood. Excellent. They sell ebony. That was mentioned. Indeed it was. And they buy jewellery. Okay. Now, we didn't take a look at this, did we? What we actually need to achieve. 3,000 population is required. There's no housing target. We need 20 in culture, 20 in prosperity, none in monument, and 55 in kingdom. Okay. Here come these wonderful people.
Here. I wonder what the city will offer to a person like me.
Jobs right now. We have lots of jobs going. Probably not this amount of worth of jobs going, but that's a future me problem. I feel that maybe we should pop in some roadblocks here to make sure that our well person does travel down here. There we go. Here we go. They're hunting the ostriches. I've got to be honest. I don't feel good about this. But, you know, we gotta eat. Can we not grow any crops? Why though? Why? I don't like this. Do we get to see them stick their head in the sand? Do we get to see that? I'd like that. Why have you got to do this? The game's gone in. It's now here in the market. We've got 200. And then there she is. Her supplies sell like hotcakes, don't you know?
I do my best to give the people
what they want. Not down there, you won't. Our unemployment rate is 41%. I'd like to show this here, but it makes it say can't see it with this pop-up. But it does say that there is high unemployment, and it will make your people seek jobs elsewhere. So a good money maker for us is going to be to export wood, and I don't see any reason why we should wait on that front. I feel like we should jump straight into that business. Yeah. So available to us, we do have the woodcutter. I noticed we have a papyrus maker, so if we can import reeds, that could be a good industry for us to get into. Similar with pottery, if we can import clay, because I don't see anywhere here, although we might be able to put clay mine. No, we don't have access to them. And then we could import barley and produce beer as well. Well, for now, because this all takes money to make money, this doesn't. I'm hoping here won't be too far away. We shall see. And I think we might build 2 of them. And then with that, we're going to need a storage yard. They're not going to like storage yards at all. So let's pop a storage yard here. Yes. Pop the storage yard there. We'll hope that this will work. But accept all the wood. Do these stop them? Because we don't really want them to... They probably ignore them. Oh, they don't. That's interesting. Well, that's a problem then. So we're going to have to get rid of that. And he's just gone on an absolute rampage down here. When he comes back, should he ever come back? See about getting another one in. Because it just leads to absolutely nowhere. Mate, what are you doing? 100 people have moved into your village. This is wonderful news. And look, there he goes. This building has all the workers it needs. So we're starting to produce the wood. Brilliant. What I'm going to do then is see about trying to sell some of that wood. Did they buy it? No, they didn't. This one buys wood. So we're going to open this trade route. Waste no time in that. And I think we'll do the same here. Right? Get those 2 land routes open. Commerce. So available for export. Not the game meat. No, we're going to keep that for the moment. Although that's probably coming. Export. Available for export. Export went over. Just put 100. So we can start making an income. Unemployment's gone down to 23%. A little bit of unemployment is fine, but that's still too high. So we're going to look at some services. Architect post being the one that appeals to me the most. I'm going to put an architect's post here. And I'm going to pop one there. I'd also like a firehouse. Again, seems like a smart move. I would quite like it close to the well. Do we risk just one for now? Maybe. Yeah. Apothecary to help protect them from malaria. That'll be nice. I think a physician could be a lovely idea. And why don't we stick the dentist? Why not? Why not stick the dentist in? I think I will do that there. And this is really annoying. I'm just gonna put that in right now and just try to manage this situation manually for a minute. So the city is now short by 6 workers. Now we could look at improving the desirability of the area. Beautification. So we've got some beautification. It has room for extra. We have no religious facilities. We also don't have a town hall or anything like that yet. So let's take a look at that. And I might do it in this area. I do want room for this industry to grow. Because we're going to want to build the festival square. We can do shrines to Seth and Ra, temples as well. But it's Seth that will have the big temple complex. That's something we need to bear in mind. That's a bit much up front. This needs to be built on grassy areas, doesn't it? So it might be that we pop this over here. And I'm aware as well that this place can get robbed. Let's get our festival square in. And a police station. Yes, there, we'll be fine. Bring a path down here. So we've got access to it. Now, I would quite like to hold a festival. We'll start with Seth. And given how cheap it is, we'll go lavish. So we'll get that ordered. And we should get some temples in for the people. I'm thinking I'm going to pop one there. I know it looks like it's lost. Just go with it. Do I do that one right next door? I don't know if I want to do it right next door. That's the only problem. I have to. we'll still be able to see the festival and all the rest of it. Let's link them up to their... Oh, look! The festival has begun. This is great. We're going to build some more houses here. We're going to complete this circuit. And I think... City short by 9 workers. We won't necessarily build them all in. But I might do this. Just sort of get us started. We have a lot of wood building up here, and I noticed they've been saying that we don't trade. And, is it... it's upsetting me. They don't seem to be buying, but I have set it to buy, I'm sure. They totally bought loads.
You talk a fine bargain, my friend.
It must have been that they just came really close to when I had first started producing it last time. We can see as well, look, we've got loads of game just by having one hunter's lodge. So let's start perhaps selling some of that for now. Just for now. We can always stop later. We'll keep it close by. We will accept, say, half. So it's half full. I feel like we're going to have enough. Let's export when it's over 3,000. Now we've had that festival. Let's have one for Ra as well. And we'll just try to keep those going as best we can. We will. Unemployment is up to 16%. Maybe we risk this and we just get everybody from there. We could build the altar and the oracle right now, couldn't we? We're short by 27 workers. Well, these houses are slowly upgrading, and I really do mean slowly, because this water person goes all over the place. The way I design places drives people mad because it doesn't streamline where people go and whatnot. Don't know what to say. I'm not going to change the way I play. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to build the rest of these and get the people in. And the next industry that we'll work on will be entertainment. And we're going to need workers for that. And we'll set up juggling and everything. Get that going. Trade city under siege. O royal scribe Lethus, there is no apparent end to their troubles, for a debilitating siege now strikes at Karma. Do you want me to send soldiers or something? It didn't say anything about sending soldiers, did it? And I can't anyway. But it was just interesting. Does it mean if I was trading with them, I wouldn't be able to right now? I guess maybe it's that. Yeah, room for 28 extra just in that one building alone. So we're going to start seeing a big spike in unemployment. So let's get entertainment going. Yeah. Let's get all the schools in. They don't really like the schools. They find the schools ugly. I don't know why. I find that bizarre, frankly. We need to get it somewhat close to them though, don't we? I suppose we could put the dance school back there. Conservatory. There. And the jugglers there. It's a little bit weird, isn't it? It's fine. Oh, what is this? Royal Scribe Lethis. There seems to be no end to Pharaoh's greed. The matchless Pharaoh wants us to send 100 ebony to Men-Nefer within 4 months. Complying with the request could earn Pharaoh's esteem. 4 months! Right, hold the phone. First of all, let's accept all ebony here. Here it is. Open route to import it. Yes, please. Nobody seems to sell ebony. Was it Kerma that sold it, and now we can't get it because they're under attack? Oh no, I think we're going to fail an order. This is terrible. How long would that go on for, though? It's been a few months. Are they okay now? No? Guess we will carry on with the musicians. This is terrible. And this is not going to be good for water supplies, because it means that they can start travelling through. Well, so we're putting in a load of entertainment. I think I might put in another firehouse just here. as well. Because I've noticed he does come around the industry quite a bit, which is good. I don't want him to stop doing that, but we do also need to prevent fires around here. That's a thing. The next level of upgrade for these buildings will be pottery, but we're not quite ready for that industry yet. We're going to wait for all these buildings to fill up, so that the unemployment gets a bit out of control again. We also need to keep an eye on the food situation. It does say food stocks for 24 months. But it does also say that we produce little more than we eat. That's easily resolved for us, to be fair. Your budding town now houses 500 residents. Do you want to provoke, Pharaoh? I don't want to. I have no choice. You did not send 100 ebony to Men-Nefer in time. Even a belated attempt at fulfilling this request may appease Pharaoh somewhat. He's going to attack us and we have no army. Well, maybe instead of doing pottery, we start looking at copper and our military. Just a small one. I've only got 2% unemployment. Mind you, lots of people can move in. I'm going to start trying to build a small military. We're going to start... got ourselves into a bit of a boo-boo. We're going to produce some weapons. I think I will produce it down here. We need to import copper and all that sort of stuff. Let's get a storage yard for him as well. Accept none. Now, we will accept all weapons and all copper. We can import copper 1600. That's fine. From Timna. Can we get it from the Pharaoh? No. Just thought I'd try and be cheeky. And now we can import to maintain. Let's go 400. We are short by 5 workers, but we do have room for plenty of people to move in. What might be nice is setting up another housing area. A lot like this one. And we could do it up here. But I quite like this bit of the screen down here. And this is also where the food is. We could maybe do like another housing thing around here. It means we could get pottery sort of out here maybe. And we will need a population of 2,000. Or was it 3,000 actually? So we can pop a well there. To reward your obedience to him, Seth vows to protect any of your soldiers sent to battle in far-off lands. We'll try and get started this way. Ah, the copper has arrived. And we are starting to produce the weapons. I think we're going to need them. Ah, here come a lot of fresh peeps to help out. Pottery and military is going to be the thing. But we are going to need to get them some amenities and things, services and stuff first. That's quite important to us. But let them just sort out their water and their food. Let them settle in a bit, you know. Oh, royal scribe Lethis, because you ignored Pharaoh's request of 100 ebony, the Egyptian people are displeased with you and your kingdom rating has fallen. Oh, if that's the only side effect, I can live with that. We can live with this. This is fine. It'll get fixed, right? They're not going to be under attack forever, are they? To acknowledge your respectful attitude, Ra inspires your trading partners to trade more than before. I'm thinking an infantry sort of military post. And you can put those out in the middle of nowhere, right? You know, just really out of the way. So I can put that over there and it's fine. It's absolutely fine. Unemployment isn't ridiculous though. I think what we'll do, we will get some of these gardens down and see about getting the rest of, whoops, undo that. See about getting the rest of these houses in. Really get that unemployment up Pharaoh wants you to send him 200 ebony. Alert your soldiers, for the Egyptian army is engaged in combat with the distant city Kerma and requires you to dispatch reinforcements there. Send troops to their aid within 16 months. Okay, we need a training camp for the military. Let's get the recruiter going. There's the recruiter, because it turns out we are absolutely going to need soldiers. So we do need numbers. Let's also build archers as well. Let's go nuts. At the same time, we do need services here. Let's get a physician in. Architect's post. And I'd like fire here. It's near the well. Going to move this path out the way a bit because it's annoying. There we go. And we can bring a path up here so that we can pop in our apothecary. With the pottery industry, we would have to import clay. We wouldn't be exporting the pots, so it's not the best move for us right now. We definitely need to be selling more and all wood. We could up the game quite easily and make some additional money out of that. To reward your obedience to him, Seth vows to protect any of your soldiers sent to battle in far-off lands. If I just sent one soldier, would he come back alive and would he defeat the opposing army? I'm not going to risk it. The unemployment rate is now 22%. It's quite high. It's quite high. I'd quite like to do the pottery thing. We could do a couple more temples over here. That would help. It needs to happen anyway. So we could pop a temple there. And we could pop a temple there. And that will produce a bunch of jobs for them. Look, instantly filled. So that's how... They need that. Oh, look. Ra has increased our reputation. So even though we're really upsetting the Pharaoh, I feel a little entertainment here probably wouldn't go amiss. Get one of those big ones in there. There we go. A bit of entertainment. And we're back to needing pottery. The battle for Kerma rages on. Dispatch troops within the next 6 months if they are to arrive in time. This could be your last chance to share in a glorious victory. Oh, so they're going to be glorious anyway, but it's... Do I want to be glorious with them? Not really, no. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you to all my Patreons for their continued support.